And welcome back to another episode of the all of fabric building tutorial world thing that we're doing. Oh. Okay. What do you got, mate? Oh. Oh. We're away. I mean, that might be something. I think you'd go to the end for that. Actually, I do need an acacia sapling. But yeah, last episode we built this two-player survival house by Shiranom. You can check out the video we did last episode, and the links to our videos are in the description. Today, I want to make a farmhouse. I found the building, another tutorial online by Mia Bloom, and I've got the resource list. Yep, it's going to take a while to gather this stuff. I've started keeping a list of things that we kind of want to build. Florist, this came about from just going through the list of things we need, and just some other bits and pieces. And this bridge to the Tower Island, I think we could make a cool bridge going across there and then do some more stuff over there. And as for the beach, I want to turn this into like a beach, not whatever this is. Some sort of ecological disaster. But for the build we want to do today, we have 9 pages of materials. So stuff like spruce, it's a lot of spruce, but we have ultimine, it's not that bad. We can probably just take the waystone. I don't think we need to set up automation for this. There are some things. I mean, the stone, that's not too bad. We do have a silk touch pick, which I ended up making. And yeah, all these flowers, like with the roses, We could set up some sort of place to keep this, like a flower shop type thing. Some sort of florist or something. I think that could be kind of cool. But yeah, I'm thinking the farmhouse is going to live up here. It's a bit of a different style than the one we've just done. It's probably actually a little bit dark. It's probably a little bit dark. So we'll go organize the easy to get stuff, and then we'll try and tackle the more complicated bits and pieces. So we're over at the spruce area, and I've cleared out a decent amount of the forest. We got a fair bit of spruce logs. Might even get some more. I feel like it seems to be a very commonly used building material. Oh, a bear. Hopefully, I mean, it doesn't look unfriendly. Naturalist. We'll leave you to whatever you're doing. Yeah, so I have just been using ultimine and running along and, just harvesting that, which isn't too bad. It uses a bit of durability and depletes your saturation. Now, we can make a saw from silent gear. Now, I'm not actually going to make that one. I'm going to make just the one-use template. Crafting table on a stick. Still got that. So I just dug up a little bit of gravel. Flint from the gravel. If we make ourselves one of these, I've got some iron left. Hopefully, so that's the saw blade, and then just add a stick to make that. We can't just do like a log, no. Cool. I'm hoping it's going to last a bit longer. It's twice the durability, and I'm hoping it doesn't use a whole bunch cutting down a tree, because now we don't have to use ultimine. Interestingly, the leaves don't all disappear like they do when you use ultimine. Oh, no, they do. I think it's just close to logs from another tree. I take it back. Used 486. So it's still using... I think it's 2 durability. I'm not quite sure how the durability stuff works. We do have malleable, so sometimes the thing takes less damage. Okay. I was hoping it was going to use like 1 durability each time you cut down a tree. But I think that's an improvement. Alright. Been doing a whole bunch of collecting. And now we have this stuff, a bunch of that stuff, a whole heap of stuff there, chest full of wood, and these things. Yeah, there's a bit of stuff. We're still short 2 pages of bits and pieces. Now, some of these are just random flowers. I mean, Wither Rose is going to be slightly more difficult. A jungle and acacia sapling. We're going to have to go on a little adventure to try and find some of them. Again, I mean, we probably don't really need these. Like, they're just going to be for decoration, and the flowers probably don't matter too much. But we might need jungle and acacia wood in the future, so it's probably worthwhile going on the trip. Grey carpet, that's not going to be too bad. We have a couple of different sheep now. The Netherite armor set, I probably won't do that. Banners, we'll hold off on this as well. Turtle eggs, yeah, that might be a thing we try and get. The snow I'm still not sure about. Ender chest I could actually make, but I might hold on to the one Eye of Ender I've got for trying to find a the Ender Fortress thing. I always forget what it's called. And still the Prismarine. So we're pretty close. And we should be coming up on the Savannah biome soon. And hey, a bumblebee. You can actually ride these things. So I do have a bumblebee. And actually, maybe we want to. I'm assuming you can breed them. Yeah, we got a bumblebee nest and now a couple of bumblebees. We've also got a bunch of flowers that I've just been picking up along the way. So not that they're super important, but I think we've ticked off a couple that we didn't have, like sunflowers and the lily of the valleys, and a couple of modded ones, like these sage ones, and then I think Savannah biome just over here somewhere. 200 blocks. Yeah, those look like Savannah trees. It's night time, so it's probably a little bit dark for recording, but I do want to try and get some Enderman overnight if we can. And we're coming up on the jungle. That was a bit of a trip. Did find a village, though, that had a lot of lanterns, so that's kind of handy. And just some random bits and pieces, an illager pillager spawner, a book that increases our damage to like pillager type mobs. We'll definitely be plonking down a waystone over here. I did find another one out in the wild, so I've still got a spare one, which can be useful as kind of like a town portal type deal. So head out adventuring, and if you need to head back, you can just plonk it down and, you know, teleport home and teleport back there once you're done. But I will chop down a couple of jungle trees. I guess grab some cocoa and stuff, in case we need that for something. And yeah. Cool, and then I think we've got like the dark prismarine and maybe the end. Turtle eggs too. I haven't seen any turtles yet. Okay, we're getting down to the last couple of bits and pieces. Turtle eggs we still haven't found. These two we kind of got to go to the end. I haven't found an ocean monument yet either. These two should be easy. This, we're just not going to do that. We're just going to immediately say we're not going to do that. And Wither Rose, unlikely. Summon a Wither. I mean, we do occasionally find Wither skulls in chests, so that's still a maybe. Maybe we could fight a Wither. Sea pickles I haven't found either. And blue orchid would need to find a swamp, I think is the only way to get it, which is 6,000 blocks this way. Which we might travel this way. We might do it, just because I might come across that ocean monument on the way. Get some dark prismarine. Eventually we're probably going to want prismarine. Ooh. We're almost at the swamp, but that looks like dark prismarine up on that roof. I think we're going to have to take it because I still haven't come across a ocean monument. Now it looked like there's some kind of boss. Maybe not a boss, but some kind of weird mob there, like the one of those ones that lost the mob boat, the ice-illager. I think. We don't really have a lot of gear, so I might just sneak up and mine their roof. Yeah, and we're almost at the swamp. We're 300 blocks away, so it was going to be a 6,000 block trip just for a flower that we probably don't actually really need. But now we're also going to get, let me get up here, we're also going to get some dark prismarine. All right, give me your roof. Now this is actually a cool roof design too. But I want it. Give me all of that dark prismarine. Yeah, it is dark prismarine too. Nice. It's a bit of a lucky find, actually. So found even more dark prismarine. This thing is massive. That's huge. Yeah, that's probably a decent amount of dark prismarine as well. So we need to come back and get some more. That's cool. I don't know what mod is generating that. I wonder if we get an achievement if we go near it. Find an infested temple. This one here. So this is when dungeons arise. Interesting. Yeah, and plenty of dark prismarine here. I guess we take a bit more. I guess we take a bit more. That's probably enough for now, though. There we go. The purpose of our 6,000 block journey. Blue orchids. And we're going to grab these random, like, Hexeri plants as well. We've got, like, flowering lily pads, which could be quite nice, and these other random things. And red spruce saplings, which were just over that way. But cool. Oh, looks like we've also got like a beach and some palm trees up there. Very hilly beach, big sand dunes. Cool. And frogs, if we ever wanted frogs. And a dungeon. There's so many of those dungeons around. But neat. Okay, so that's going to tick off prismarine. We still haven't found turtle eggs. We're going to have that now. Turtle eggs. Come on. Don't think we're getting these guys back to the base though. We're pretty far from spawn. Hey, turtle eggs. Cool. Where's the silk touch pick? Yeah, I don't think I mentioned the silk touch pick actually, but we'll take these. Just made bronze pickaxe, which has the silky trait, which gives you silk touch, which is nice. But hey, turtle eggs. That'll work. And maybe I found some more waystones, so. Nice. And once we get like mob imprisonment tools or something, we will teleport them back to the base. But cool. There should be some more stuff. 3 turtle eggs, easy. Sea pickles, I haven't found yet. Blue orchid, that can be done. Getting close. Because we can make them. I say we just do it. Like, these aren't major. We'll try and get these at some point, but I'm sure it's not a defining feature of the build. Let's start building our next structure. And there we go. We have finished the farmhouse build by Mia Bloom. Now, there's still some tidying up to do with this. I would like to have a better path leading up to it compared to what we got going on here, but this took a while. A couple of little bits still tidy up around the back as well, like this whole thing. I think I'm just going to flatten this all out, have it wide open. Initial ideas were to have like a farm area around this. Might do a little bit of that, but I think it's going to be kind of cool to build up an area around what's going to... I still think I'm going to turn this into like a nicely sloping beach or something. That's going to be the idea, I think, instead of this, which is cool, but we don't need that. But yes, the time-lapse cut off the top floor of the interior, so we'll go check that out in a minute, but this was a build. This was a build. It took a fair bit of time, but I do like the result. I do like the result. Now, I did say that we were going to be like setting up automation for some stuff, and I didn't. I literally just went out and gathered all the bits and pieces for this thing. So I think next episode, along with a build, possibly slightly smaller and less detailed than all of this. I don't think I showed this particularly closely in that time lapse, but this area is pretty cool. Not the right coloured banners for the pillows, but they'll do. They'll do. And we're missing the wither rose is supposed to go there. But yeah, we have a TV. But yes, very detailed interior, which is again something I haven't done a lot of, and it's all pretty cool. It's all pretty cool. It's almost like a bit of artwork showing all the different vanilla saplings, I guess except for the mangrove thing, but they look weird. Like they don't look like a tree. And I've got oats instead of seeds, just because I didn't have them in my inventory. But this is cool. Now I've got to be careful not to stand on those. The turtle eggs do break. So I didn't show the top area getting done, just because I was a little bit tired of recording all the bits, and I knew it was going to be a lot of editing already. Glowberries and a flower pot. I think that's from Quark, because it says Quark in the top left. I don't think you can do that in vanilla. A ender chest is supposed to go here, but I've got one eye of ender which could be used for making the ender chest, but we might hold off because we're also missing a red chocolate box from downstairs somewhere. I did add in some actual storage in the closet, though I doubt I'll actually be using it, to be honest. But yeah. This is cool. More artwork, item frame stuff going on. I think this is like the master bedroom, and that's like a spare bedroom, I would guess. We're missing invisible item frames. I don't know if we can do it without using commands. There are glass item frames, and they may be invisible. I'm not entirely sure. But you're not supposed to be able to see the item frame there, so it's supposed to look like a drawer handle. And be a dark oak trapdoor, but minor details. And that's where the netherite set of armor is supposed to go. But instead, it's one iron helmet. But yeah, the snow doesn't appear to be melting, which is neat. I thought that might have been a creative only thing. It might be a mod adding that recipe. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, it's pretty neat. It's pretty neat. The animals are very noisy outside, though. Yes, we're supposed to have a red shulker box here, which we'll get at some point. Yeah, so a couple of minor differences, just because I didn't have bits and pieces. I've got, who actually designed this building and when I managed to finish it. I don't know how long it's going to take me to edit the video. But yeah, it's pretty neat. It's pretty neat. Had to move like the sheep because they were sort of in this area, and my wheat crop. And I need to do something about this pile of cows, but yeah, lots of interesting details. It does seem like the general strategy, at least for these two builds that I've done, is if there's like a flat area, you fill it with stuff, which I guess makes sense. Quite a bit more of a simple roof on this. I mean, it does have some cool kind of details. Oh. Like just how it's joining all the different layers. Like you've got this tiny little gap where you just see a little bit of the roof, which I did think was cool and certainly adds to the shape. Just the fact that this is down slightly gives it a more interesting shape as well. And a chimney, because of course we need a chimney. But yeah, it's cool. It's cool. And we have a wheelbarrow. But yeah, I think we'll leave that there. Time to edit and have a rest from building for a little bit. We'll come back next time and we'll construct something else, but we'll also start working on some like modded automation for something. I mean, there's a lot of things we could automate, like perhaps wood would be good. Maybe with a create tree farm, something like that. I don't know. I'm tired. I had to go have a rest. And yeah, thanks for watching this episode. And we'll come back next time and carry on with more of this All the Mods 8 building tutorial world series thing that we're doing. See ya.